Asiana Watson. Some of y'all know me as Asia. I'm an upcoming senior here at NormalWest. I want to thank y'all all for coming out and not just posting about it, actually standing here, because that's changed, so thank y'all. Thank you, Jasmine, for being a leader for BSU, starting this. Thank you. So I'm just talking to y'all. My entire academic career, I've been in unified schools. I've been in Parkside Elementary, Fox Creek Elementary, Parkside Junior High, and then here. I realized there has been a trend of lack of education on Black culture, Black contribution, and on the systemic racism that makes up today's American society. The education system has failed to teach students adequate information on issues that affect Black people in today's society, and it has failed to prepare teachers with knowledge and training on these topics. And this can be shown through the repeated lessons about Martin Luther King Jr. versus Malcolm X, the Civil Rights Movement. But what about Katherine Johnson? Food deserts, housing, healthcare. Yeah, I'm nervous, my hand's shaking. How come we learn multiple theories on how to solve the same triangle in geometry? But we are repeatedly taught the same names of Black influences.
That's a math joke right there.
Has failed. Oh my God, my hand, y'all see that? Okay. The education system has failed the current and past generations on topics like racism and the effect of systematic racism. It wasn't until last year I heard the word mass incarceration be brought up in lessons. Shout out to Ms. Freeman right there. Ms. Freeman! Never been in a history class that has talked about the history of blackface or the N-word. I've been in an English class with Mr. Kerr. I don't know if he's here. He's here. But okay, he's here apparently. He did a good job in an English class. If we talked about these and were taught the history of things like blackface, the N-word, students would understand the power and pain behind this hate. We would have less occasions where white students call Black girls the N-word like it happened last year. We would hear less use of the N-word from students in the hallway. We would see less posts from groups of friends in jacuzzis thinking it's okay to say the N-word in privacy. To send pictures of themselves with blackface to people as a joke. And what they did has no excuse. But it's not only them to blame. It's their parents, peers, the education system. Anyone who has had the opportunity to teach them that this is not okay, they're all to blame. That what they did was a hate crime. Did these students know it was a hate crime? Because according to Illinois law in section 12 through 7.1, it is.
Oh, she got the 7.1 out.
We must stop failing, and I know it sounds weird to tell something to stop failing, but it is what it is. We must create a shift and alter in the construction of the system that makes up our education. The system is supposed to build global influencers, change makers, for the next generation to come. If we are not taught about society's issues that affects people of color in this country, how will there ever be change? Unified needs to be consistent with having cultural training for our teachers, gosh. Unified needs to enforce a new curriculum that challenges the current curriculum, how it frames our country's history, and teaches about institutional racism. Doing this will help help students feel more inclusive when we come back to school. I challenge the administration to start a plan of action that puts in place a program that combats hate crime, hate speech, from students and teachers. A plan that will provide emotional support and a welcoming environment for the students of color when we come back to school this fall. Enforce this plan throughout the school. That includes not only teachers, it includes student teachers, all faculty. Please take what we say serious today. There's work to be done. Thank you.
My name is Justin Turner. I'm a NormalWest student, and I'm the vice president of BSU. Now, many of you are here for different reasons, but I wrote this speech today to talk about something that's haunted me forever, a word that's hurt me forever. That's the word nigga and nigger. And now, if you're uncomfortable by that word right now, you should be. I've been shocked by this word since I was born. If you're uncomfortable, that's good, because obviously some people at our school are pleased to say it. To go deeper into this subject, let me inform you about this word. When Africa was colonized and Europe observed us, they thought we were a late evolution of monkeys. And if you were to see the poster they made, the order it went from was chimpanzee, gorilla, orangutan, and Negroes. Now let me remind you, they thought we were de-evolutionized. They didn't even think we were part of the human species. They wanted to leave a name for us. A name that describes that our life is worth below nothing. This is why we're still oppressed. Now fast forward to now, people are still saying it. They say it's a joke. They say it's just a word. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't just a word. I faced it my whole life. People have said it's just a word. So what we all need to do as a community, we need to step up against it. When someone says it, we need to say that ain't right. I've seen so many people be silent during things like this. And I'll leave you with this. I haven't stood up in the past when people have said it by me, and I'm ashamed of it. But this is something bigger than my social status, your social status, and everyone around us. It's bigger than our comfort. Because I am not your nigga, I am Justin Turner. And I will always be Justin Turner.
Administrators and staff of diverse ethnic backgrounds. Number two, we want to give non-white students the same opportunities and advancements as white students. Number three, we want to have equality and fairness in the discipline of black students. Number four, if hate speech occurs outside of school, a student will face serious consequences and go through a diversity crash course. Schools should not tolerate racist behaviors from non-white students inside or outside of school. If the offense is repeated, automatic expulsion will occur. We want to require diversity training for student teachers, teachers, and staff. And finally, we want to require a class that teaches the history of people of color. Lastly, the NormalWest Black Student Union invites the students who made these horrific, racist videos to have a dialogue with us about why these videos and actions were so hurtful and discuss what we must do so that all students are respected, honored, and treated with dignity. march today.